your jumper coming out of UCLA, when we first sat down to now, it's come a long way, and you've had a lot of improvements in that area. When did you kind of sense and know that you needed to tweak that jumper, and how did that kind of come within you to take that step to tweak it and start to really improve it to where it's at now?
Yeah, I pretty much give all the credit to Fred Vincent, the coach, my shooting coach in New Orleans. He pretty much took me under his wing right when I got there. The first week, I think he let me shoot my way for like the first 2 days, and then he was just like, "Yo, that's what we're gonna do." And then he slowly changed it, probably over a week, and then we just kept grinding and grinding to get where it is now. So I think after my first 2 years, I wasn't shooting the ball how I knew I could or how I wanted to. So I figured, a lot of it had to do with the technique. Maybe I was getting, bigger, stronger, and it just wasn't coming off the same. So I had to adjust. I believe whatever, you work on, you're going to get better at it. That's just how it works. So for me, just putting the time in, putting the reps in, and having the confidence, that's all you need for it to go in. The shot I have now, you can feel it. I pretty much know when it's going in right when it comes off my hand. It's pretty consistent. And definitely when you start making shots, it gets a lot easier confidence-wise. What I had to do was change my shot basically, during the season, which was kind of rough at first because it just felt so awkward. But then, like I said, all the time and the reps go into it, and then you get the muscle memory down, and like you said, it starts going in and everything starts clicking.
One consistent thing I've heard around New Orleans is just you finding yourself off the floor and really finding the man that you are now. Have you felt that that's kind of allowed you to put you really in position to take that next step in your career?
Yeah, for sure. On and off the court, I think coming to New Orleans has helped me just kind of be my own person. You know what I'm saying? I have nobody looking over me. I'm just doing my thing now. And I think that's worked out well for me. Moving forward, I think it's going to help.
And when you look at leadership and just the way you carry yourself on the floor, is there sometimes where you have to tell yourself and snap yourself into like, I need to talk more, communicate more? How do you balance your ability to lead by example and also being a vocal leader as the point guard of this team?
Yeah, I've pretty much led by example my whole life. So I've always been trying to work on the vocal part of it. It definitely, has to come out more just being in the NBA locker room just because there's a bunch of grown men in there. So, you got to be vocal. When I was with the Lakers, we had like a team meeting early on. We were losing games. And, the coaches were getting on some guys. And then I just, spoke up for my teammates. And I said what I felt. And I think ever since then, I formed a really good bond with one of my close friends to this day, Julius Randle. So spoke up for him. And I think ever since that day, we've been cool. So just things like that. Just speaking my mind. And I definitely have to remind myself sometimes to speak up. Or sometimes when I don't even want to say something, just to say something. Just to get the guys together and try to move forward.
How is it like having a brother in the league? And I'm sure that's anything you always dreamed about, but how's it really like? Do you guys communicate that often? Do you guys have a kind of back and forth at any point during the year?
Growing up, we kind of felt this was going to happen. So, we haven't really sat back and, just talked about like, whoa, like we both in the league. Like it wasn't really a dream for us. Like it was a goal. Like we kind of expected to get here. And we know we put a lot of work in to get here. So we're just trying to enjoy the journey, man. I think when it's all said and done, when we get older, we can sit down and really look back on it.
There have been points this year where even you and LaMelo are going back and forth in games where you'll have a breakout night. He'll have a breakout night. Obviously, before he got his injury, he's working his way back on the floor now. Did you feel at one point in the year you guys were really trying to one-up each other? Was that ever in the back of your mind? Was there ever a friendly, brotherly type of rivalry going on at one point?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just playing well, and I got into my group as well. I think that's all it really was. We both try to go out there and just be the best we can for that night. That's all it really comes down to. We don't really have no inner battles like that. But I know we do play them again on May 9th, so that day is definitely circled on my calendar.
How proud of you of your brothers, being in that position where LaMelo is now, and where your family's at really right now?
Yeah, I'm super proud. We've been working out since we was kids. I've been with them the whole way. So to see their journey and their growth, not only as basketball players, but as men, it's definitely a sight to see. And, I wish them both the best moving forward. We still talk every day. We're super close. And like I said, I'm always in their corner.
Right. And that day, especially when Jello signed his contract, I remember LeVar was trending all day. How vindicated do you feel like he felt that day when that happened?
I know it was a dream come true for him. That's all he ever wanted, for us to all three be in the league. So I know he was definitely as happy as can be. I know Jello was happy, and I still think, Jello's still young. He got a lot of opportunities ahead of him. I think, he's still working out. So, we'll see what happens in the future.
Now, when you look forward to really the next phase of your career, what do you feel like you still need to work on? What do you feel like this next month for you guys as a team? How can you both improve individually and as a team?
I'll start as a team. I think as a team, we just got to try to close the year strong. We're fighting uphill for sure, but, there's still a chance. And that's all you can ask for in this league is a chance. So we got to do what we can, our part to give ourselves the best shot. And then individually, I think just being an all-star is definitely my next goal on the list. I think that should be coming up pretty soon.